Hi FlossTube friends, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Sunday, November 10th at approximately 10:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Coming to you today with a FlossTube cross-stitching update. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's always great meeting new friends, and you're no different. Hopefully you can find something here on this channel that will encourage you to continue coming back and to maybe learn something new if you haven't tried cross-stitch or tried any of the other crafts that I talk about here on my channel, or just have something to listen to as you go about your day. So thank you very much for stopping by. If you're a returning watcher, thank you very much for coming back. I always look forward to seeing my friends here on YouTube, and I'm really glad you stopped by today. If you're a returning subscriber, great. I'm really glad to have you as a very dear friend, and thank you very much for your support. So this video is kind of has two purposes actually for this time. Mom and I attended the Stitching in the Springs retreat this weekend in Yellow Springs, Ohio, hosted by Kat Jones of Valkyrie Stitchworks at the Mills Park Hotel in Yellow Springs, Ohio. This retreat has been going on for the last couple of years, and last year I believe was the first year that they had it in the spring and the fall. This year we also had it in the spring and March as well. The first year it was only in the fall. So Mom and I have been going to this retreat ever since the retreat started. And so this weekend was no different. So there was about 37 to 40 of us at the retreat this weekend, and it was a great time. So I am going to be initially sharing the videos from you like I always do of kind of the Stitching in the Springs wrap up. And then I'm going to get into, after the Stitching in the Springs information and videos that you will see, I am going to be getting into my wrap up, my kind of October wrap up, and get into some of the stuff that I've been working on in November and a little bit of plans going forward. In the opening Stitching in the Springs video, where Mom and I are shooting in the car before we got on the road to get to the retreat, you will notice that my demeanor is a little subdued. This week has been a very tough week for America, and we also, my husband and I lost a friend on Thursday. It was kind of unexpected. Even though she was battling cancer, it was very unexpected for us. So not only have we been feeling quite a bit of loss after the election on Tuesday, we're also dealing with the loss of a friend. So it's been kind of a dark kind of week for us, and there's a lot going on. So one of the things I kind of want to ask of you, if you've watched any of my videos over the last several years, since 2017 when I started uploading here on YouTube, you probably have caught maybe my political leanings. Just know that the election didn't go the way I was hoping on Tuesday. And if you're a supporter of the other side, I would just ask that, you kind of leave nasty, negative postings and responses off of my videos, because going forward, I will be mindful of the posts that are left on my videos, and I will be kind of actively removing comments and whatnot that are not necessarily nice criticisms of things that are said and done on my channel. So I would just ask that you be respectful of, you know, kind of feelings and thoughts and everything about stuff that I post on here. Just know that it's my view, and I understand that you have a different view, and you might disagree with my view, but please, please be respectful in your comments, and just know that I reserve the right to remove anything commented or responded to here on my channel. So just keep that in mind. I will be talking about some other things in general, but no. So the other thing is too, my husband just got off the phone with our friend, his really good high school friend, whose wife is the one that passed on Thursday. She was an active supporter of the MAGA movement. He is a Republican, but could not support the MAGA movement. So my husband was talking with him tonight, and we're kind of even more kind of devastated for him. So it's kind of a twofold thing. So yeah, it's just there's a lot going on, a lot of stuff to process. So you know, I don't know where the channel is going to take me from here on out. I'm going to try and stay positive because at some point, you know, the grief process is long, and there's just a lot going on right now in here in the United States, and in Ohio too. I mean, there's a lot of things Ohioans are going to have to deal with now, just because of who was elected to the Senate. So yeah, it's a lot. So I'm just asking everybody, please be polite. Please, you know, not necessarily be gentle, but just don't try and stir things up here, because this is not the platform for it. And just know that I don't know, things may be different here, things may not be different here, but just kind of respect us. We'll respect you as well. But just know that it could be a little different, and I may take, you know, I may only be uploading videos once a month. I don't know. There's a lot going on. We have invited our friend and his daughter over for Thanksgiving. We did that tonight because we used to share Thanksgiving with them from like 1996 or so through 2020, when her political politeness was kind of out the window, and we just decided that for Thanksgiving we couldn't spend the day being around that anymore. So we kind of broke it off with them. So we haven't spent Thanksgiving with my husband's friend and his family since 2019. 2019 was the last time we went, and so we've invited him over for Thanksgiving dinner. So hopefully he and his daughter will take us up on our offer, and we can kind of just be in grief together over different grief. So anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. Again, I'm going to be inserting the Stitching in the Springs videos here. I ended up having a pretty good weekend. I had fun. I talked. The ladies at our table, there was five other ladies at our table with Mom and I, and we got to talking on Friday, and come to find out, we were all of pretty much the same mindset through the whole thing. So it ended up being a really good weekend of talking, of kind of getting through things, kind of working through things. And then Saturday, you know, we kind of said Saturday morning after a certain time, all right, I think we've got that out of our system. Let's give it until lunchtime with no talking about politics. So that's the way we left it. We had fun. We had a blast. It was tough to not, bring things up. But we did it, and then we got to lunch, and then we let it all out again. And then we kind of had a lull, went to dinner, did our own thing, and we did the same thing Saturday evening for a while. We said, let's just kind of stitch and have fun and tell jokes and stuff. So Friday I was feeling a little tired, like way tired. And I actually went up to, this is strange for me. I'm one of the late night stitching people at stitching retreats. I'll usually stay in the stitching room until midnight, 1, 2 in the morning, sometimes 3 in the morning. Friday night, I went back up to the room. I was back up to the room by 10:30. I was tired, you guys. I was just exhausted. And Mom had already kind of pretty much gone to sleep. And I got upstairs. I went, grabbed my phone, went down to the second floor lobby area, called my husband, spoke to my husband for a little bit, went back upstairs, and pretty much crashed on Friday night. So I was really tired. Saturday morning when I woke up, this is just really weird. I felt like I was hit by a truck. It took me probably a good 2 or 3 hours to really get that fuzz, cloud, just feeling away. I had coffee, I had food, and it just took a while for that discombobulation to go away. I just didn't feel right. Then once I got into stitching, I actually stitched a lot on Saturday, which was really good. I took my perler beads stuff. I didn't actually bring those down here, but I can insert pictures, I think, of some of the perler bead needle minders that I took. Wednesday night before the retreat, I had sat in my craft room to get some needle minders made for the retreat to sell. And I created this new needle minder that I thought was actually quite clever. And it went over pretty well, I thought. So I don't think I have a picture of it anymore. Bear with me just a minute. Yep, I don't have the picture of it anymore on my phone, but I had created a little dumpster fire needle minder magnet, and I had made about 6 of them to take to retreat with me and sold quite a few of them. So thanks to Kat for some tips for pricing some of the things that I took to the retreat to sell. She gave me some pointers on it, so that was great. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And that was Kat from Valkyrie Stitchworks, who's the coordinator for the Stitching in the Springs retreat. But anyway, so I had some other needle minders that I had made, including the Among Us Sus little character guys. I had 2 of those made. I sold one of them. A couple of people came up to me and asked me to make some stuff for them. So specialty, kind of off the cuff needle minders for a few people at the retreat. So that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I only worked on one piece. That was Heart and Hand Square Dance, which I will show you. I will show you the progress updates kind of after the Stitching in the Springs videos and stuff that I took. So anyway, it was just a good weekend. Saturday, just had a really good day, just enjoyed myself immensely. I went up to the room about 11:30, so it was actually a little bit later, 11:30 or so. So it was just a little bit later than Friday night. But yeah, I was kind of done stitching by that point, and it was just time to go to bed. So I went up, called my husband, went to bed, laid in bed until about 1:30, which is about when I fell asleep. I had the lights off in the room, turned the TV off. Mom had already gone to sleep, and I kind of thumbed through Facebook for a while, about an hour, laying in bed in the dark, and then I finally drifted off to sleep. Mom woke up at 6:30 this morning. I looked at the phone when I heard her in the bathroom. I looked at my phone and I was like, "Oh hell no! I am not getting up at butt crack of dawn." I mean, I could tell it was still dark outside. I was like, I'm not getting up at the butt crack of dawn on a day off on a Sunday to get up and get ready. So I laid in bed until about 8. I kind of dozed back off and kind of fell back to sleep about 8:30 until about 8:30 and got up, showered, got some of my stuff packed up and ready to be taken out of the room. Then Mom came back up to the room about that time, and she kind of sat there for a little bit waiting on me, and then I told her that before I felt ready to check out, I wanted to go down to the stitching room and just grab some coffee and kind of just sit and relax and stuff. So we went down to the stitching room probably about a little before 9:30 or so, and I grabbed a coffee, grabbed a half a muffin, and sat down at my spot at the stitching table. I still had all my stuff out. And I just kind of started puttering, putting stuff away. I just didn't feel like stitching. So, anyway, we got to sometime a little after 10 o'clock. We went back up to the room, grabbed our stuff, checked out, went back down to the stitching room, and packed up. And then loaded the car. And then we headed out about 11 o'clock. From there. So we got home. It only took us about 45 minutes to an hour to get home, so that was pretty good. It had been raining all morning. It rained the entire trip home and rained until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So we had quite a bit of rain. And anyway, so it was a good trip. I really enjoyed myself, and I'm really glad I went. But anyway, so I will cut in here with the Stitching in the Springs retreat, and I will get back to you here in a bit with my October updates, November sort of plans and updates, and kind of where December is going to go. So I will be back. See you in a bit.
Hello, everyone.
Hi there.
Well, we're getting ready to get on the road to go to Yellow Springs for a cross-stitching retreat.
Yeah, so it's Friday, November 8th. And this retreat, I wasn't necessarily ready for it. I don't know yet that I still am.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. It's been a tough week. So if you've watched any of the news, you probably know why. And we also had a friend who, so my husband, he has a good friend from high school that he's known since he was growing up. And they were college roommates and stuff. My husband graduated in 88. So we've known he and his wife, well, Dylan's known him for quite a while. And he and his wife got married 2 weeks before we did. And she passed away yesterday. She lost her battle with cancer, and so we're kind of dealing with that a little bit too. Just the realization of that and everything else going on. So don't quite know that I was ready for this retreat, but we'll figure it out when we get there. We're at Sheets. I don't know if you can see that, but we're at Sheets, and we're getting ready to hit the road. It's about just over an hour drive. Or so hopefully traffic won't be too bad. Got lots of relaxing to try and do this weekend, but anyway, are you looking forward to it?
Yep.
What are you looking forward to most?
Being together with all the people and being able to converse and all of that. It's gonna be fun.
Hopefully. So anyway, I will talk to you soon. I owe you guys an update. It's been a little bit, but I do owe you guys an update. So when this video goes up, it's probably going to be combined with another update of stuff I've been doing or not doing. So we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hi everybody, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Yellow Springs, Ohio. I am here in Yellow Springs, Ohio at the Mills Park Hotel, across the street from me for the Stitching in the Springs retreat, for the fall retreat. And here with a bunch of ladies and mom and several friends and just people for a good weekend, good relaxing weekend. I am outside. It's a pretty fall day, not too hot. It's about 70 degrees and just enjoying the weather. But this is the front of the Mills Park Hotel where the retreat is at this weekend. And just camera around so you can see this is downtown Yellow Springs, Ohio. This is Route 68, I believe. This is downtown Yellow Springs, Ohio. The Mills Park Hotel is a really beautiful hotel, 28 rooms. So if you look up here, this room in the corner, the very top floor, that is Mom's and my room right up there. We're on the third floor, room 304. We've been here before. The retreat this weekend has about 37 attendees, and I am in the little city park area here across the street from the hotel. This is basically downtown central Yellow Springs, Ohio. And the first year the retreat happened in December, they did the tree lighting here on the square for the Christmas tree. Sadly, fire truck is coming through, but sorry about that. There goes the fire truck. Anyway, sorry about that, you guys. Sorry it got so loud. But anyway, I'm getting ready to make a short jaunt downtown Yellow Springs, Ohio. I will take you on a little bit of a walk. So I had mentioned, sorry for the camera shaking. I don't have a gimbal or anything like that. So anyway, just kind of taking a walk. Just gonna enjoy the nice little weather. I have yet to sit down and stitch. We are all set up in the stitching room, and just kind of taking a walk through a little bit of downtown Yellow Springs. So right next to the hotel we have the Chappelle shop and the smoke shop. Speedway, this is where the ATM is. And there's some nice little shops down here in downtown Yellow Springs. It's a really quaint little town. There's a coffee shop, a couple of small diners, a pizza shop, a hardware store with a cat, a bookstore with a cat. So the first year, I believe it was 2 years ago, the first year that we were here, the hardware store had just gotten a new kitten. And we went into the shop just to play with the kitten. And we were probably in the shop about an hour and a half. So the kitten's grown up. So I have to stop in and see the kitten, the hardware store this weekend. But yeah, I'm taking a little quick walk down to the market. So you have the Sunrise Cafe, pharmacy, just different things you can do here in Yellow Springs. The Mills Park Hotel is a really great place to stay. It has a restaurant on the inside. It's Ellie's Restaurant. Really good food. So if you're here for a nice little weekend getaway, Yellow Springs is really a great place to come. It's roughly about an hour drive southwest of Columbus. It is kind of in the Dayton Springfield area of Ohio, if you know where that's at. Not too far from Xenia, not too far from Cincinnati, and everything like that. So different places you can go to here in Yellow Springs. So coming up here on the corner, you can kind of see the hardware store just across this next intersection. And just taking a quick walk. All right, I just kind of figured I would show you a little snippet of Yellow Springs. And hopefully we'll get to stitching. I will do another little quick video like I always do. Outside the stitching room, we are in the banquet hall this year. In March, we were in the, I don't know if I'm supposed to, we'll do it anyway. Cross the street really quick. Okay. I don't know if the kitty's in the hardware store today. Don't know. I don't see the kitty. Alright, so I'm heading over here to Tom's Market. It's a nice little grocery store in the heart. So Dark Star Books across the street, they have a shop cat. So we're heading into Tom's Market. Alright, I'll catch you soon. Bye.
They're very good, but they're very like.
So this is the brag table at Stitching in the
Yeah, they're
Springs.
crunchy. It takes a lot to like.
We have a nice Satsuma street.
I thought it was gonna be a small one.
Beautiful
They have like a limited
nutcracker.
playground.
I didn't like the long hair, so
So,
I decided I'd need 3 of them.
His activity was to like get them more
But they're turning out really
active
good.
Look at all these ornaments.
I took that on vacation with me thinking, you know, oh, this will
Raised
just
enough
be a
money to
small
buy
one. Work on and finish real
a cotton
good.
pick.
Yeah, and then it turned out to
No
be
idea.
huge. And I'm like, are you kidding?
And then he raised enough money to,
I can't just have one.
Well, see, that's like,
Nice collection of ornaments
like
there.
fill out the playground. And they're putting it in today because it's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Are you gonna do separate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I started my Mexico project last night. See how well that went? Yeah, there is. You just barely can see them. There's like maybe 50.
This is really cute.
Oh, you should. Oh, you should.
Because I was thinking it would be small to do.
You gotta adventure out, girl.
It turned out really pretty. It's got kind of that Celtic look to it.
oh yeah,
And I've got,
monochromatic, like all the same colors.
There you go. That's the easiest one. You can pick your floss and your
the Tree
fabric.
of Life.
Oh,
It's kind of big, but it's got the Celtic,
Go outside and
you know.
Hey, we're doing the new normal.
stuff
You
on
should
it
start
as
it
well.
today.
I thought that'd be a good companion.
Yeah.
Now, are you a little projecter? Like project picker?
Oh my gosh.
Or do you like the big
Yeah, I've
ones?
just got her hair to do and.
Do you have any big ones?
Well, I mean, I'm working on those 4 season ones. I mean, those are really
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thing, but I'm doing the Friday, I got 2 dark yesterday.
Yeah. I've had them for like 20 years.
Now, are they the kid
Wait till tomorrow when the
projects?
sun's
Is that
shining.
kid fabric? Small?
Yeah.
Because it was really hard to see the sun in the.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was,
Wow.
the cloth and the fabric, and
I
then
did
you just
mine.
started wherever you wanted to start. and-
Witches.
Yeah, but it was that
That's all
slim?
Yeah.
No,
I did that.
no, I cut
For
it.
Halloween?
My youth.
Oh.
I
Well,
cut it.
I had started the
Thinking,
one.
oh, you know,
Like
just
a
put
big
it
one.
down, and then
Yeah.
like, oh,
Last
now
year.
I'm gonna have to if I
Anyway,
ever
I
wanna
knew,
do it.
I had the pattern and I knew that.
But they could also do like a pen frame, like
So,
Fold it over.
well, it took me like 9
Or,
months to find this right fabric for
see
this
how that
kind.
kind of
I
is,
had
that
it for a while.
that lightning one, now that's the fabric, but they should do something like that. Where they'll nicely trimmed and then pen it and put it on top of the board,
But the problem
so that the frame is still there, it's just slightly more, like more like a, what are those things, like a mat,
Yeah.
like a mat would be around your photo,
It would
just
cover
pinning
it.
it.
Was, I thought this would be bigger,
Right,
and so, because I wanted to make sure that I incorporated all of this.
yeah.
And then when I got it done, it's like,
Those have been mine.
this is the second frame, I had already ordered a frame, and it was
She's
half an inch
cute.
too big.
She is so cute.
But I've done a lot of.
It would have worked if I could have
Oh, I did.
gotten everything straight, but I could not get it
I
straight.
did wedding ones for
And so
cousins.
it
This one is kind of stunning. I don't know if I can get the
I
glare.
mean, I've done like, I did a big Taurus.
I really like that.
Oh, they do.
I mean, she's got more of my finished ones than I do.
Was it one of
Okay.
snowflakes?
I did like a Mary
That's cute.
statue, or Madonna, it was Madonna. Not Madonna, the.
Sorry about the shadow.
Mary and Madonna.
And that's an all real one. That doesn't have to be.
But anyway, I
I
see this
started-
online.
I'm a bad cat.
I have big
And
dreams.
it's like,
My grandma lived with us for a long time, like off and on, like when she'd go to rehab, when she'd fall or something, she'd be with us for a few months and then she was very stubborn.
and that's
Like she thought she could do it all, she's from back in the ladies, like you can't say, like we had her completely removed her car, she would just keep driving. Oh.
and then that one there.
Ah.
Forever.
Amazon, you can buy it, 'cause I didn't know about what it is. And I found Thea
I'm getting
Guggenheim.
to the point where I've got all of
That,
these finished
whatever,
pieces rolled up.
it looks like governor, but it's Gubanero, or something, it doesn't matter. Anyway, she has these like, very like,
But I told my kids, I said, okay,
old,
we're
like
gonna have
cathedral.
to start taking some.
When I was little, she would pick up my stitches for me.
Ma'am.
And now I know how to do it. I have to watch it now. Yeah, it's hard.
Ma'am, I have seven, and I've got this much done.
She's like, here, I'll rip it out for you and get it back.
I started. My mom had this little, she really loved. And I remember, I don't think it was even or like, it might have been December, it was a.
Yeah,
Alma,
it might have that.
whatever her last
And
name
so
is, she
anyway,
lived there in like
change
the
those
80s and
out.
90s. And my mom bought this book. And she wrote, or like one of those like,
So this is Saturday morning in the stitching room. It's about 9 o'clock or so in the morning. Lots of people are still asleep. There's about 40 people here this weekend. So this is the stitching room and the Stitching in the Springs retreat. The fall Stitching in the Springs retreat.
maybe grandma's family, but I went and bought all of them.
So we're down in the ballroom today, this weekend.
I bought,
To show you some of the stitching that some people are working on. Not everybody's down here yet, but just kind of take a look at the stitching.
besides the French knots, and my mom said that she used French knots,
I have this pattern.
and that's, because she knew how to do French knots. But here's my very first thing I ever finished, and I finished it in 2021 because I put the French knots in. And if you look at the skirt, the like stitches are going all the wrong way. I thought it was movement. Because all the stitches are right, other than adding the apron.
Well, yeah.
It's like dummy, that's why you did colors, that's why it looks like this, not your stitches.
I have to, because I got a couple that are gonna be hard to find.
When I first started, I didn't have, so that's where
Yeah.
but now I'm like, I'm so, I don't put the.
And I tend to do big.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Well, I just got.
Both the bottom and the top.
And, you know, you add cubes of potato.
It is, so that's the thing that started it all.
I was like, we will not be fixing that. Thanks for your time.
What's wrong with it?
Oh my.
Good morning. I spent yesterday listening to your dulcet tones.
Put it on, that works. Whatever.
Really?
Rough it up.
Tell them what it says.
Well, I just said, why I can't see the thing, it doesn't want to go.
Anyway, alright, move it up. Because it's gonna put on my read or something.
I'm so excited she got the face done.
Yeah, that's really cute. This is one of the patterns on my wish list.
And anyway, yeah, so now I couldn't restart on it.
See, that's my fear. That's why I'm like OCD. I want to make sure like it's measured appropriately.
But also, I don't think I had enough, like, even to, like, you know, the 6 inches of frame.
So this is the store here at Stitching in the Springs. We have some project bags, some tote bags, some really nice tote bags. And we have stickers and such from Live and Die in LA. And then we have all kinds of fabrics from Live and Die in LA. All different kinds for sale. And then over here we have some needle minders. This is the freebie table. Well, okay. That's quite a lot. Take that. The freebie table. These are needle minders by Kat Jones of Valkyrie Stitchworks. For sale.
Try not to forget.
Oh, it's Stitch Con.
We had the first year we went and got mine, I don't know, like, 20 minutes before or something. And that's when we met.
No, Kat.
Okay, Kat made the bag?
Yeah.
She'll be down here
So
later.
when she comes out.
Yeah, just hold on to it and then, yeah. Those are so cute.
They are?
And people were already waiting at 7 o'clock. Denise had gone down, she texted me and said it was already in line. And so, and they brought it after that. So she was really nice. In the first one, then she skipped after that.
And then these are some of my needle minders and stuff that are for sale. Scissor frogs.
They said you could
A hand bell here. Someone's got a bell.
see what you're working on.
Oh, that's so
Wait.
So cute.
Fancy lady, I'm trying
What count is that? What count is that? That's kind of
Very cooler.
No, it's 14 count.
14 count. It's beautiful. Nice job. Oh, yeah.
done.
Here, I'll play with
I think this bump is gonna go that way.
That's the best.
Linda, hotels in
Right, so hi again. Sorry about the little bit of delay. So Kat announced at the Springs Retreat this weekend that unlike the last 2 years, there will be no March or spring stitching in the Springs Retreat next year, because from basically middle of January through like March or April, Kat and her friend Deb, and she's just going to be, they're going to be traveling, so she's not going to have the opportunity nor the time to really plan the stitching retreat. So there is going to be the fall stitching in the Springs Retreat the same weekend in November next year. I can look that up for you here. Give me just a minute. So it is going to be October 7th, 8th, and 9th next year. It may end up being the 14th, 15th, and 16th, but she thinks it's the 7th, 8th, and 9th next year. So I will put Kat's Valkyrie Stitchworks link there. You can also look up this fall stitching in the Springs Retreat by going to the Mills Park Hotel. I believe they might have a link there. I don't remember if the hotel has the link anymore or if it's only through Valkyrie Stitchworks. But the way the retreat happens anyway is that you pay for your event registration for the retreat through Valkyrie Stitchworks under Kat Jones, and she is the kind of coordinator for the retreat. And then you pay for the hotel separately. If you want to stay at the Mills Park Hotel, you're more than welcome to stay. There's several bed and breakfasts in the area. There's other hotels that you can stay at that aren't too far of a drive away. You're not obligated to stay at the hotel, but do understand the hotel only has 28 rooms, which makes it a really nice, quaint hotel. It's a nice hotel with a nice restaurant and stuff nearby. But you don't have to stay on the premises. You're more than welcome to just buy your event registration and then stay elsewhere. But staying at the hotel makes it really nice. It's a really nice hotel, small, quaint. The staff is really nice. So she has announced the date, but I don't think the registration is going up just yet. So I will put the information, the website to Kat's business page for you so you can kind of keep track of the fall stitching in the Springs Retreat for 2025. I believe it's going to be November 7th, 8th, and 9th, but it might be the weekend of the 14th through the 16th. It's either one of those 2 weekends next year. Look forward to seeing you. Hopefully Mom and I will be going again. So the cute thing about the retreat, I don't know what I did with it offhand. So we had our badges. Did I put it in here? No, I don't think I did. No, I did not. Nope, I did not. So I'm gonna have to find it. But on our badge lanyards, the people that had been at the retreat ever since inception of the retreat 2 or 3 years ago, we had these little perfect attendance buttons. So Mom and I had our little perfect attendance button that was on our badge lanyard. It was really cute. I was really happy to get that. The person that had traveled the longest distance to get there also had the longest distance traveler button and stuff like that. So that was a really neat little touch that she had given us. Somebody was passing around these little bags. I stuck everything I got during the weekend in my bag, so not everything came from the same person. But I believe in the bag we got these little wands with the eyelash things on the end of it. So when you go to frog or pull out stitches that are incorrect, sometimes the threads leave fuzz. So what you do is you use the brush, the little brush end, and you rub it on your fabric, and it pulls the fuzz, the colored fuzz, off of your stitching fabric. So these are really neat. Janet Jabber here on YouTube, she came to the retreat, I believe, a year and a half ago, and she gave these to everybody as her little retreat gift. So at some point in time, I got 2 of those. We had these little organza bags that were sitting on the table near our badges. And in the organza bags, we got these snips. So these are really cool. Those are going in my travel stitching thing. And there were also these 2 needle minders. I don't know if everybody got the same needle minders as I did, but I thought these needle minders were really cute. These were wrapped up, really neat. So the first one I got is bloom where you are planted. Make yourself a priority. That is really important. I was kind of glad to get that. And this next one is really neat. It says weekend forecast, cross stitch with no chance of house cleaning or cooking. So there we go. This is a great retreat needle minder. And I'm not sure who gave us these. I think Kat might have given us these. These might have been gifts from Kat, but they were wrapped up in these neat little organza bags. So that was kind of neat. Somebody else on Saturday had passed out these little mug rugs. This is from Allison Norris, AllieCat13 on Instagram. So these are just little mug rugs that she passed out to everybody. These are fall themed for fall stitching in the springs. Thought that was really nice. I really like that mushroom thing. So the other thing is on these, I kind of gave a lady an idea. She goes, well, I don't usually have drinks near my stitching. Well, if you open it up, if you open up the middle part, you can use it as like a little ort catcher or something, put your little orts or something in there. I just thought that was kind of cool. So we got these little mug rugs. So that's really cool. One of my table mates, Trina Swanky, or Trina Swank, she's befriended my mom, and her and my mom get along quite royally. She's been coming to the stitching retreat for a long time. She brought everybody at the retreat these little fabric minders, so you can use these on your frames to hold your excess fabric out of the way. They're just a little rubbery thing with some, they have magnetized ends. She gave everybody 2. They were all in different colors. Mine just happened to be black. Somebody else had given us a little table gift that included a little emery tomato, which I thought was really cool. So that's actually going to go in my with my stitching stuff, maybe next to my stitching chair in the sunroom, so I can kind of buff out some of my cross stitching needles. So yeah, we have quite a bit of stuff, and we also got a couple of little Werther's candies, so that was really nice. Just some snacks. So along with my needle minders that I had for sale, I also there was also a couple other people selling some stuff. Kat had her needle minders there. I didn't get any of Kat's needle minders, but Valerie from Live and Die in LA, DYE, Live and Die in LA, sent a box of stuff over. She was initially supposed to come this weekend to Stitching in the Springs, but she had other obligations and ended up going to Wish Upon a Stitch retreat. Gus, really? Come on. So this is our cat, Gus. Hi, Gus. He's our new little boy. He's joined our family after the last retreat in October that Mom and I went to. My husband befriended him. So he has been... Hey, Harvey, stop. So anyway, Kat sent sorry about that. Kat sent a big box of fabric and flosses for sale. So I did a little shopping this weekend. And I picked up four things of fabric and some Live and Die in LA floss. So these are 50-yard skeins of floss. This one is the retreat exclusive called Mystic Quest. It is a blue, a variegated blue. And this other one is called Naughty. another 50-yard thing. It is reds and greens and blacks. Red, green, and black for kind of like a Christmas, but it's called Naughty. And then Mom was looking at some fabric, so she found 2 fabrics that she liked, and she kept asking me which one I thought was better. And I kept telling her, I was like, Mom, it really depends. I was like, I think they're both really pretty, and you know, you don't have very many fabrics, so why don't you just get them both? So she bought herself some 16 count Aida. Well, I bought them for her for Christmas. So these are going under the tree for Mom. She does know about them. So the 2 that she got from Live and Die in LA are both 16 count Aida. This one is called The Child, 16 count Aida by Live and Die in LA. And I will show it to you. This is a really pretty green, mottled green. That is a pretty accurate representation of the color. So she's going to have a nice time with this. This is a fat quarter. Mom doesn't have very much 16 count, but she thinks she can stitch on it. So she got that color. And let me get this back in the bag. Since this is a Christmas gift, I'm going to have to kind of keep it nice for her. And the second color that she got is called Snow Flurries. It's also a 16 count fat quarter Aida. So this is called Snow Flurries. I will show you the card. Snow Flurries. And this one is kind of a tan gray. So yeah. Hopefully she'll find something neat to stitch on them. So that's going under the Christmas tree for Mom. I will have to put this in with our Christmas stash of stuff. So. Then I picked up 2 pieces of fabric as well. I picked up 40 count Verdal, a fat quarter. This color is called Zombie. If you've never stitched on Verdal, Verdal is like butter. It is so soft. So this is Zombie, fat quarter Verdal and 40 count linen. Don't know what I'm going to stitch on it yet, but it's really beautiful. So I don't know if you can catch the purples. Yeah, you can catch the purple in it. It's kind of green and purple. Very light, very beautiful. And then the second piece of fabric that I bought is called Evergreen Dew. It's another piece of 40 count Verdal. I also got a fat quarter of this. So it is Evergreen Dew. And this is the piece that I got. It's not as mottled as some of the other pieces that I bought this weekend, but it's a very nice green. It could be a very nice spring green, or even a Christmas green, or a fall green. It could be any kind of green, really. It just depends. The interesting thing is, though, I got the Naughty Floss, and when you hold the Naughty Floss up to the Evergreen Dew, the Naughty Floss just absolutely pops. You're not going to get the effect of the fabric, or the floss against the fabric like you do in real life, but Evergreen just pops the Naughty Floss that I picked up this weekend. It's one of the reasons why I got it. So I'm probably going to keep them together just in case I find something that I want to stitch like a monochrome piece, and maybe do it on that. Maybe find a Christmas something that I can stitch on that. I think that would be really pretty. So that is all of that. Those are going to go over to the Christmas pile for Mom. And then these are going to go in my bag for upstairs. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit more haul here in a bit. There was a freebie table at Stitching in the Springs. And I did pick up a couple of things off of the freebie table. Not a whole lot. I didn't take any freebies to swap out, but I did pick a couple things up at the freebie table. There wasn't a whole lot there, but I did pick up some. So the first thing I picked up was this Christmas ornaments booklet. I thought these were really cute. And I can either stitch them on perforated paper, or I can make them into pillows. Like, look at that snowman that says Merry Christmas. Like, really cute. And there's some more things on the back here that are shown. But yeah. So these are Cooler Design Studios ornaments. So yeah, oh, there's a couple more. There's some stockings in here. Look at that. There's some stockings in here. I didn't even look at these ones. And some other little ones. Look at the teddy bear and the train. The engine. The cow. Oh my gosh, the cow. Fun. Yeah, I really didn't take a good look at the book, but I saw the ornaments and I was like, all right, you know, I'll bite. Oh, look, there's oh wow, there's a lot in here, you guys. So there's all of these. There's this. Look at all those. Look at that Santa star up here at the top. The Santa in his pajamas. That's really cute. Oh my, there's quite a few in here, you guys. Look at this. So, there's snowmen. Look at this snowman. Look at those. Look at those. Yeah. Okay, I'm really digging this book, you guys. I might actually have to end up stitching some of these. Is there more? No, I think the rest of them are just patterns. Yeah, I think the rest of them are just the patterns in here. It gives you finishing tips for how to finish in an oval frame. Some really cute things in here. I think I'm going to be really glad I picked this up because I didn't realize that all of these ornaments were in here. I was just looking at the cover, the back and front cover. I didn't realize all these ornaments were in here. So that's really cool. I have a really neat Christmas ornament book from Cooler Design Studio. Somebody had posted this freebie from Doreen Jones. This one is called Cute Deer. You can get this off of Doreen Jones' website. Cute Deer freebie pattern. And then this one was a free pattern by Maria Brovko based on a drawing by Melissa Hartfield, MH Chipmunk. You can find more of my patterns in my Etsy shop, Cute Patterns by Maria, and a lot of interesting things in my Facebook group, Cross Stitch Patterns by Maria Brovko. I'm going to have to get on there for it. So this is Cute Patterns by Maria, Cross Stitch Patterns by Maria Brovko on Facebook. Look at this. Isn't that cute? That is really cute. You can stitch it and make it a stand-up. And it is a full coverage pattern. It is a full coverage pattern. So I'm going to have to go online and look her up now. So that was on the freebie table as well. The other two things that were on the freebie table, this is a Lizzie Kate. It's called a Chicky Easter. This is K37. This was a special edition kit. But this was brought by Trina, who was sitting at our table. She told me that she had stitched it. It was really cute. But she included the buttons. There's little buttons in here. She didn't use the buttons on hers. But I thought the pattern was really cute. And I've been trying to collect Lizzie Kates because I know Lizzie Kates are no longer really in print. So this is really cute. I might end up stitching this for Easter. So it calls for sampler threads. and Weeks Dye Works threads. So the stitch count on this is only 61 by 27, so it'll be a really quick, it should be a really quick weekend stitch. So be looking for that for the spring. This last bit that I picked off the freebie table, I snatched it up right away because this is one of the patterns that I was really hoping to get my hands on at some point in time. This is Little House Needleworks Needleworker. I have been wanting to get this one for a while. There's another one called Home of a Needleworker. I don't think I have that one either, but this is one of the ones I've been wanting to get, so I was really glad to find this on the freebie table. So, yeah, I'll probably be starting that up pretty soon. So those were the free things that I got at the Stitching in the Springs retreat, and that was all the haul from the retreat. Since my last video, I have gotten a few more things. The latest Cottage Garden Samplings house came in at the end of October. It's the Fabulous House Series number 11, the Haunted House. So I did pick up the Haunted House. I think we have one more coming up. So I got the Haunted House. And while I was at Cross My Heart, picking up the Haunted House, I also picked up Little House Needleworks Classic Colorworks Fall Thread Pack. So I got the Fall Thread Pack, and in that, with the Fall Thread Pack, you get this freebie pattern. I don't know if I'm ever going to stitch the freebie pattern, but I got it for the Fall Thread Pack. So I will take out the threads to show you. So for Classic Colorworks Fall Thread Pack, here are the colors. I don't have my my board down here. So here are the threads in the Fall Thread Pack. 15 popular Classic Colorworks hand-dyed threads. So I will go through them. So here is Autumn Spice. That is a pretty accurate representation. Hayride. That is a pretty accurate representation. Greens and browns. I may or may not already have some of these in my collection. Misty Mauve. That is a pretty accurate representation. Bramble Bush. Very accurate representation. Used Brick. Pollywog. Campfire. Embers, which is a really pretty orange. Fallen Leaves. Pea Pod. Hazelnut. Cocoa Bean. Colonial Copper. I believe I already have this color in my stash. Storm Lake Sunrise. And Caterpillar. So those are the Classic Colorworks Fall Thread Pack, along with the free pattern Fall Feathers. And if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you also know for the last year or two, I have been in the Be Stitch Me Fabric of the Month Club. And I got the October Fabric of the Month Club for 2024. This is called Through the Stones. I'm assuming it's a reference to like Outlander, but it is called Through the Stones. I'm getting 40 count for doll, which is, I've been increasing my Verdal stash because it stitches up like butter. And I'm loving stitching on 40 count because I can use one strand of floss over two and get absolutely perfect coverage. I'm loving stitching on 40 count. So I'm just absolutely loving it. So this looks to be kind of a green color. Look at that. Oh my word, it's so luscious. And that is a very good representation of the green color. Yes, that is a very good representation of the green color. But I'm loving 40 count Verdal. I think Verdal is becoming my most favorite fabric. So that is the Bee Stitch Me fabric of the month for October. So hopefully you've gotten yours if you're in the fabric of the month. So, all right, we're going into plans. Our stitching updates. Let's do the stitching updates. I'm trying to get these back into a bag that they didn't originally come in. All right. So I can take those upstairs. All right. I got everything back in a bag. Yay. Oh. Okay, those are the ones that I picked up. Yep. Just making sure. All right, so we're all good. It's all good. It's all good, you guys. All right. So I'm going to kind of give you a stitchy update since my last video, which was about 3 weeks ago. 1, 2, 3. So I had indicated in my last video that Kelly Green from Don't Run with Scissors, Kim Young from the Snitch Stitcher, and I were starting a new stitch along. And Kelly had found the Keepsakes 2019 calendar. I believe at StitchCon. She pulled it off the freebie table or something at StitchCon. And she saw it and was like, oh God, I want to stitch that. So she posted in one of her videos in either September or early October that she had found the pattern for Jacques de Lantern. It's a Barber C-stock pattern, and it's from the Keepsake 2019 cross-stitch calendar. But she had found the pattern for it and wanted to stitch it. So I mentioned that I did have that. I went and looked, and I did confirm that I had it. And so she's like, great, let's start a stitch along. And I was like, okay. So I asked her, when do you want to start it? She goes, let's start it October 13th. So October 13th, Kelly, Kim, and I started on or around October 13th, we started the Pumpkinhead Sal. That's what we're calling. We're calling him Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead Sal. And so I started this on October 13th. I don't know if I showed you the start or if it was a pre-start. But I did start him October 13th. And that's as far as I got. I took him to retreat this weekend because I was hoping to maybe work on him, but I ended up not working on him. He is in a Stitch and Button, Vic Gable from Stitch and Button down here. She makes project bags and she sells them on her Facebook group and YouTube channel. But this one also has a little thread bed pouch with a little scissor keep and some counting threads. But this Pumpkinhead piece is in her, I call it the mummy mug bag because it's like ghost, mummy, and pumpkin Halloween mugs. So, and my grind guard here is a witchy it's witchy fabric, a witchy grind guard from Garan Toten Bags. So it is a Garan 11 by 11 grime guard. So it's a Garan toten bags. I don't know. There we go. Garan toten bags grime guard. And it's just a witchy grime guard to help hold the extra fabric. This is on a 40 count Verdal that I am stitching over to. The fabric, I took it out to read it this weekend. Did I put it back in here where I can see it? Yes. So this is a 40 count Verdal in Bee Stitch Me Macchiato. So it's 40 count Verdal Macchiato. I'm really loving stitching on Verdal, you guys. I think all my 40 count is going to be 36 and 40 count if I can help it. I don't know if 36 count, if Verdal comes in 36 count. It may not, but anyway, so that is my pumpkin head Sal with Kelly Green from Don't Run with Scissors and Kim Young, the Snitch Stitcher. I think there's a couple other people that are doing it with us, but I could be wrong. All right. So another piece that I started the day before I started Jacques de Lantern. This was the piece that I worked on at the retreat this weekend. This is Heart in Hand Square Dance. I do have all 12 patterns, but the one I started with was November. What I am doing is I'm stitching all 3 of the months in the same pattern in a 1 row with 2 stitches in between the borders, in between the monthly borders. And I'm going to turn them into a little dough bowl pillow. So Cross My Heart here in Columbus has them stitched up that way. So all 3 months are on on 1 strip of cross stitch fabric that they have finished into little dough bowl pillows. I do have the whole set, so I do have all 12 months, so I will be stitching all 12 months. At the retreat, I did finish the November square, and I got just the minutest start on October. So there is the November square. For some reason, I was having a hard time deciding if those were pineapples or pumpkins or gourds, and everybody assured me that they're pineapples. Pineapples are welcoming, so November is welcoming. So that is the November square. And this is only about 2 inches tall, give or take. So October is going to be over here, but you can see October is starting right next to it. December is going to be over here. Somebody had mentioned at the retreat that December, they had seen December stitched in metallic flosses. It's not gonna, there we go. And I may actually end up stitching my December using metallic flosses. I'll probably find some metallic flosses that go with that. So yeah, I got November done at the retreat, so I was able to ring the bell. Little funny story. I rang the bell right before dinner on Saturday. I'm thinking I was done, and I was marking off the November stitches that I had finished on my pattern, because I make a working copy of the pattern. So I was marking my working copy of the pattern, and come to realize I'd left off 9 stitches. I was 9 stitches short of finishing it. So I added the 9 stitches. My table mates were all teasing me, and they were like, oh, you just want to ring the bell twice. I was like, yeah. But anyway, I put the 9 stitches in, and I was like, that's pretty much it. About an hour later, I put in the orange stitches in October to at least get October started. These orange stitches way over here. And then I called it quits for the night. I was just kind of way tired. So, but I do have enough fabric to do all 12 of the months. So I'm gonna space them out 2 inches down. I'm gonna start the next set of months 2 inches down from that. The next set of months. I'm probably gonna go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Just so I'm kind of going in order, and then I'm gonna pull them out and I don't know. do that. So there is November. So this is what I worked on this weekend. This was a new start, also in November. So that's pretty exciting. This is in a, what bag is this from? A Goose Designs bag. This is just a kind of a generic Christmas plaid bag. Yep, and it's a vinyl front bag as well. This is from Goose Design. The inside, interestingly enough, has you're not going to be able to see it real well, but yeah, you're not going to be able to see it real well. But it has like gingerbread cookies and gingerbread house pattern fabric on the inside. All right. So that was the second start. I also worked on Spooky. Which, if you remember in my retreat video from the October retreat, I had started this at the Fall Stitchin' up in Warren, Ohio. This is from the Just Cross Stitch. I think it's the Just Cross Stitch October 2017 issue of the magazine. So I had started up here on Spooky. And I'm doing this on perforated paper. So I got a little bit more of the ghost done. This is white perforated paper that I had stamped with ink stamps to make a mottled orange and purple. So you can see here's the back. So you can see the ink pad stuff through it. And I'm stitching all of them. I have the whole entire series because these came out 2 a month for 6 months or 6 issues. And I'm doing the whole series on the perforated paper. So at some point I will be filling in the ghost. The ghost is done in E940 DMC glow in the dark floss. So, and there's my Hello Kitty. My Hello Kitty. Scary kitty. Harvey, I need you down. No, Harvey wants to come in. No, 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 Harvey. No. No, you don't. So let me get this. So I'm stitching it on perforated paper. For all of these, I will be using a mix of flosses that I have on hand. Like, here's some Live and Die in LA. This one's called Autumn Splendor. I got that last year at one of the previous Stitching in the Springs. I might also be using Mo's Sale Silk for some of these. This is Mo's Sale Silk. Get some of these put back away before cats become interested in them and add their own little decorating touches to it. Why is this not going down? There we go. All right. So that is Spooky that I worked on through part of October. And then that is it. That's all I've worked on since then. Square Dance and Jacques, Spooky, and that's it. Those are the only 3 that I've worked on for October and into November so far. So you have seen the updates. Now I will talk to you a little bit about the plans. So I didn't go over November's plans. So WhipGo, Jessie Marie does stuff here on YouTube. She pulls the WhipGo numbers every month on the 25th. Here is my WhipGo board. So November squares are square number 14, right here. Square number 14 with his Stitch a Fancy Lady. And then square number 16 was a 40 count plus project. I chose Square Dance and I have completed it. I completed it November 3rd. the 500 stitches on it, November 3rd. So that leaves December's Whip Go squares are square number 7, right here. Stitch a summer themed project. And square number 20, draw a BNS prompt card and stitch the prompt. I don't have my BNS prompt cards down here. I'm going to have to find them because they're upstairs somewhere. I just have to find where upstairs they are and draw a BNS card. So we probably won't know what that for December, what the prompt for December is until my next video. When I do that, I'm gonna have to make mental note. But here is my Whip Go board for all the rest of the year. All those white squares I still have to stitch for, you guys. I have a lot of catching up to do between now and the end of the year. A lot of catching up. Because, did I finish that one? No, I'm like 30 stitches away from finishing this one here that I've claimed as Pumpkinhead. So I have about 30 stitches left to go on him to finish him. And I still won't have a bingo on my bingo card. Yeah, I still won't have a bingo on that. That's really sad. So for December, I have to stitch a summer theme project and also draw a BNS prompt card and stitch the prompt. So for Whip Go 2025, I think I am looking at doing the exact same thing that I did this year with putting more of a prompt type thing on my bingo board for everything, as opposed to picking a specific project to go on each square. Just because it'll leave me open for more options, new starts, whatever. And I won't feel so tied to a specific project. So I'm probably going to leave it open like this again, and I'm probably still going to make the stitch requirement 500 stitches, because I'm finding even 500 stitches sometimes presses me to get to actually work on it. And 500 stitches is still a sizable amount. Up until this year, I always had the stitch count as 1,000 stitches, and that was a lot for me to do. I didn't finish. I didn't even come close to half of that board, finishing half that board, I think, when I had it that way. So my Whip Go 2025 is probably going to look a lot like this one. I may keep all of the same prompts on my board, but I may switch up the placement of them just to make it a little different. I might change some of the prompts out. I might come up with, 24 totally new prompts. I don't know. Maybe I'll just pull 24. Maybe I'll just pull 2 cards every month, 2 BNS cards every month, and put that on the requirement for the thing. All right. So for Siski Stitches, which is a new Facebook group. Siska. She is a YouTuber who, in order to get more progress done on her whip, she's been creating her own games to follow. She has a weekly acrostic. So these are the weekly acrostics coming up. This week's acrostic was dragons. Next week's acrostic is a formula. The week after that is potions. And the week after that is circles. So I will be filling those out and sometimes stitching them and sometimes not. So like for this last week's dragons, the only one I managed to work on was the heart and hand square dance. I didn't get to stitching any of these other ones. So, as you can see, I'm not very good about filling these out. This is just a sheet that I printed up for myself. And it just printed up for myself back to back to back, since these are weekly. The magazine monthly challenge group for November. The theme is through the neighborhood. The acrostic is by foot. So here is my magazine challenge. I've chosen Polar Night Sighting for 200 for the theme through the neighborhood, because Santa flies through the neighborhood on Christmas Eve delivering gifts, and the acrostic is by foot. So B is Bewitching Owl. I don't have a wire F. The first O is Oranges for Autumn Drinks. That'll be a new start. That's a Shannon Christine design that I'm going to be putting on the banding that I bought at Camp GottaStitch from Susan Greening Davis. And then the second O is October Square Dance. I did finish that one at the retreat. And then T is Take a Picture. That is Pumpkinhead Sal. I haven't started working on him yet. So I have to pick something for the Y and something for the F for this, but I have until the end of the month. The 24 hours of cross-stitch, a cross-stitch challenge for the month, is Love Your People. So this has to get a lot of love. I have to do a lot of love on this this month because of this last week. So I need to kind of do a focus in on this. I have quite a few things in here. The only one I've done is the second O for October Square Dance. I put in 100 stitches on it. But you see Pumpkinhead is on here 3 times. And Autumn Drinks by Shannon Christine Designs is on here. My Stitcho board I haven't colored in. This is from Free Cross Stitch Challenge group. This is designed by Creatively Crafting. They do a cross stitch planner every year where you get these. You get each month's challenge early if you buy the planner. Otherwise, she sends them for free in the mail on the last day of the month for the next month. For the last 2 years, I've purchased the planner, but I think I've decided in 2025 I am not going to purchase the planner. I am just going to print it from her email at the end of the month going forward. But I have several of the squares written in here. The ones with the full dates. The only one in here that has dates that I haven't stitched yet is the one that says stitch on Veterans Day or Thanksgiving. So I put the dates to stitch, but they haven't come yet. So one of them is tomorrow. But the ones with the dates at the bottom of the squares, like this one here, that is the date I completed it. So I have some squares to fill in on here. I have not yet colored them in. But you get 1 point if you complete the 4 corners, 2 points if you complete a line, 5 points if you complete the outer square, and 10 points if you complete the full board. You post your points every month. I haven't been posting my points because I've only been making 1 or 2 points every month. But, you know, at the end of the year, you can either use your points to buy stuff or they have a drawing. And the stitch goal this month is 5,000 stitches for that. And that's pretty much everything going on. I found out at work that I had about roughly 2 weeks of time off to schedule for the rest of the year. I'd already scheduled the 18th through the 24th of December off for Christmas, and I still had almost 2 weeks of time off that I needed to schedule for the end of the year. Yeah, because, you know, technically our vacation goes away, but our supervisor knows that because of work deadlines and stuff like that, sometimes we have to carry over a couple of days vacation, but we have to use carryover vacation by the end of March the following year. And we have a certain amount of sick time. Oh, excuse me. We have a certain amount of sick time that we can carry over every year. That has to be used before April 15th. So I'm going to be carrying over some vacation, but I had about 10 days that I needed to schedule. 10 days that I needed to schedule. So between now and the end of the year, not including the week, basically the week before Christmas, the 18th through the 24th, I have that week off. I have tomorrow off for Veterans Day. I have Friday off as a personal day. I have the following Monday off as a personal day. So I have a 4-day weekend next weekend. I also have, I can show you here, I have, so that's the 18th. I have Monday the 25th off, which is the Monday of Thanksgiving week. I have Thanksgiving off, so I'm only working 3 days that week. And then in December, I don't know if did I fill them in with December? So I have the 2nd of December off, the 9th of December off, the 13th of December off, and then the 18th through the 25th. Those are what I have off right now. I may be looking at taking a couple more days off between now and then. So I have a lot of time off coming, and hopefully I'm going to be getting a lot of stitching done, and all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting a bunch of stuff done, a bunch of stuff knocked out. In December, I can show you a couple of things for December. We don't know what the weekly acrostics are for Siski Stitches, but the 24 hours of cross-stitch acrostic, which is one of the planner calendars that I get, the acrostic is Fill Your Bucket. And then here is December's Stitcho board. And the stitch count for December is 4,000 stitches. So I do have some things going on. Oh goodness, in December. And some things coming up in 2025. So there is a Facebook group called the Just Cross Stitch Ornament Club or Ornament Sal Stitch Along. Just Cross Stitch Ornament Stitch Along group on Facebook. They have polls up right now for the 2025 cross stitch stitch along. So if you go to the Facebook group, you can vote on the selected ornament for the stitch along for next year. So this here is the cross stitch ornament calendar. So there we go. The Just Cross Stitch 2024 ornament calendar or ornament magazine. So they're doing the stitch along by section. So when you go into the magazine, you'll see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different sections in the magazine. So you're voting for each section for each month. And they have options for using any of the ornaments in any of the magazines. But yeah, so right now they are voting on next year's stitch along ornaments. So there'll be more information about that coming soon from the Just Cross Stitch Ornament Sal Facebook group. Black Needle Society. So I don't know. I don't know if I've talked about this. Black Needle Society had posted that they are coming out with a Stitching at Downton Seasons 1 through 2 stitching box. I am getting the Stitching at Downton Seasons 1 and 2 from Black Needle Society. This is coming up in 2025. In April. It starts in April. So I have actually gotten my information for the Downton, Stitching at Downton Seasons 1 to 2. Full Coverage Fanatics, which is another Facebook group for full coverage stitching, is doing the Stitch to the Moon Challenge in 2025, where you are on a team stitching to get your team to the moon. So I will be doing that too, probably. And that's the only thing I really know at this point in time. Oh, in December, Jingle Ball. I have signed up for Lindy Stitch's Jingle Ball. The Jingle Ball is an annual Christmas event that I think this is going to be the 3rd year now. I didn't do it the first year because I wasn't really sure what it was, and I started getting FOMO because I was seeing everything people came out with at the Jingle Ball. So last year, I paid, I think, $10 to get access to the Jingle Ball the weekend it happened in December. This year's Jingle Ball, when is this year's Jingle Ball? Do I even have the Jingle Ball dates? I don't know that I have the Jingle Ball dates written down. I will certainly post it. But the Jingle Ball is an online event. It starts on a Friday and goes until Sunday. And you have the opportunity to buy exclusive to the Jingle Ball patterns that are not released to the general public for a year afterwards. And you have the opportunity to interact with some of the designers and take classes and stuff. The classes are pretty full already. In fact, I think most of them are sold out. Anyway, you have the opportunity to purchase the patterns, and they also have a booklet of ornaments that you can buy and stuff like that. So I am going to the Jingle Ball. I'm not sure yet the dates of the Jingle Ball. I don't know. Also, in December, Mom and I, if you've watched our videos in December of last year and the year before last, Harvey, I need you down. Harvey, no. Mom and I have been getting the Most Sale 12 Days of Christmas boxes, and we have been unboxing them for you. We are getting them again this year, and we will be starting those videos December 13th. So that is day 1 of the 12 Days of Christmas box, and our last day will be Christmas Eve. So that'll be something to be looking forward to on my channel coming up in December. And then, yeah, so I believe that is everything. Just some updates and some plans going on for that. I think there was some other things I wanted to tell you, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. So that is all I know right now. So, wow. I'm hoping to get more stitching done between now and Christmas. I have a lot of time off coming up, so hopefully I'll be able to just kind of sit and relax. One of the things I wanted to show you. All right, so you guys know that I've been doing some diamond painting. I'm not going to make this a separate, a separate diamond painting video, but I wanted to show you the diamond painting that I finished for Drills and Chills 2024. I do not know who the winners are for Drills and Chills. I have not watched the video. I don't know if I might have been a winner. I do not know. I haven't watched them yet. The winners are out there. The winners have been announced, but I don't know. So if I receive a package, if I receive a surprise package because I won Drills and Chills, you'll be seeing another video of me getting the package. But anyway, this is my Drills and Chills 2024 diamond painting. This is a Michaels Make Market diamond painting, and it's just called Witch. So, some of the, you see the spots around here, some of these spots are glow-in-the-dark drills. The interesting thing is, though, the tree limbs, the bright green tree limbs are now glow-in-the-dark. But the diamond painting was designed to almost look like the trees are glowing in the dark, even without the lights being off. I can't show you the glow-in-the-dark lights, and I think I have taken the pictures of them off of my phone already for space. Yes, I have taken the pictures off my phone already because of space restrictions. But I did finish them, and I did take pictures of the glow-in-the-dark diamond painting. But this is it doesn't have the dimensions on it. So this is a very nice diamond painting. What I didn't realize until I got down to it, and you might not be able to tell, but there are spiders around the bottom of her dress. There's like 6 spiders at the bottom of the diamond painting, you guys. I didn't see them until I did them. So, yeah, it's really kind of neat. So there are spiders crawling around the ground at the bottom of her dress. So that's kind of interesting, kind of really neat. I don't know yet how I'm going to finish this. I do have to get my glitter dust and coat it in glitter dust. But I don't know how I'm going to finish it just yet. But I wanted to show you my Drills and Chills 2024 diamond painting. I have put my name in for the jingle drills diamond painting event that starts November 15th. I don't know if I'm going to participate. I just don't know. My plans may actually be changing a lot. It kind of depends on how the next few weeks go leading up to inauguration. How my feelings are, how my demeanor is, how my mental capacity is for all things that I want to do, and just the holidays in general. So I don't know. There's a couple other diamond painting events for the holidays coming up. I just don't know what I'm going to be stitching on. The Sound of Music is going to air sometime on TV coming up in the next month and a half, leading up to Christmas. If you've watched my videos last year, I was stitching the Silver Creek Samplers Sing a Sampler series, Do Re Mi, while watching The Sound of Music airing on television. I normally record it so I can watch it time and time and time again. So I'll probably be bringing that back out sometime in December to stitch along with The Sound of Music, and just some stuff like that. I was selling that with Kelly Green from Don't Roll with Scissors, and she has finished hers. I did a start along. It wasn't really a stitch along. I did a start along. So, but she did hers in different colors. I did mine in the called for colors. But there is that. The Just Cross Stitch Ornament Sale. This year I was in the Just Cross Stitch Ornament Sale Facebook group, but I only did one Polar Nights sighting. That is something that's going to come out. I'm hoping to finish that, to get that off my plate. I did do a count of my whips. I have 86 whips. I finished 2, started 3. So I'm up to 86. Yeah, go me. That's a lot. I have 86 whips, you guys. So I'll be kind of trying to get Whip Go planned, trying to figure some things out. Figuring out if I want to continue in my Facebook challenge groups. I'm in Semi-Sane and Survival of Stitch Village. I was in Floss in Space, but I backed out of that one. I don't know if I'll be joining any more active stitching groups, or maybe just doing the ones that you can kind of participate either monthly or weekly, acrostics or whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. One of the things I wanted to bring up, Siski Stitches, the new Facebook group that I found in the last few weeks. They are doing a Ticket to Ride challenge, I think, for the rest of the month. And so you pick 5 whips to represent each of the 5 train colors is red, green, blue, yellow, and black. Red, green, blue, yellow, black. Red, green, blue, yellow, black. Yeah, that sounds right. Maybe purple. Pink. Purple. Anyway, so if you're familiar with the Ticket to Ride board game, essentially you're supposed to go point to point to point by stitching your train cars and laying them out to go point to point to point. So I may be participating in that because Ticket to Ride happens to be my favorite board game, but I don't know yet. That's just another challenge, another thing to kind of keep track of. And, you know, my mentality is probably shifting through the end of the year just to make things easier on me so I'm not, you know, stressed about more things coming up. Anyway, that's all I got for you. It's pretty late and this video is already probably 2 hours long or close to 2 hours long. So again, I'm sorry it was a long update. Hopefully you enjoyed the stitching in the springs information. I will put the link to Valkyrie Stitchworks here and also the link to the Western PA Eastern Ohio group where you can find out information about the spring stitching and fall stitching up in Warren, Ohio. And also Cross My Heart's information where you can find out information, where you can request information when they get Camp GottaStitch retreat stuff finalized in Berlin, Ohio, which is Amish country. So I will be putting the links to those informations down below in the description box so you can access them there. Don't really have a lot going on right now. I don't know when my next video will be uploaded. I'm hoping to have another update video probably Thanksgiving weekend-ish to kind of give you some updates on what's going on into early December. But Mom and I will be starting the Moe's Sale 12 Days of Christmas unboxing on or around December 13th. So be looking for those. And I just want to reiterate again. If you watch my channel anytime, especially recently, you will see here the Lego Pride set. I have a niece that was adopted from Guatemala at the age of 1. She is 21 now, so 20 years ago she was adopted from Guatemala. She is a U.S. citizen, but I have many friends, good friends, roller derby friends, high school friends, and neighbors that could be negatively affected by the outcome of the election and are likely and are being negatively affected right now as we speak by the outcome of the election on Tuesday. So I would ask that if you decide that you can't watch my channel anymore, I understand. If you can't bring yourself to be here and either be quiet, even though you may be raging on the inside, and you can't be quiet about your rage, please show yourself out and don't announce it, because I will be deleting those comments. I will not be allowing any kind of negativity or any kind of nasty criticism on my channel about that. This is not the space for you to push that stuff here. So anyway, I just wanted to reiterate that. So keep in mind that I will be kind of looking at the comments a lot more closely on my channel and removing that. But I just ask, if you can't at least be empathetic or at least be quiet about your disagreement without being negative, like strongly negative and nasty about the whole thing, I ask that you just up and leave. Don't announce that you're leaving. I don't really care. But this channel is no place for that. Our household is a safe space, and I'm making my channel a safe space going forward. So I accept and welcome differing opinions, but just be respectful about it. That's all I'm asking, because I won't be respectful about blocking you and kicking you to the curb if you're not. So, anyway, that being said, welcome. I hope you found a place here. I hope you found an ally. I hope you find a friend here. And I may be asking for help myself in quite a lot of ways. So just keep that in mind, and welcome. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time to watch. And we'll see how we get through this. The next 4 years are going to be tough. And I think the people that voted the other way are going to find out that they were lied to. And they were lied to bigly. So just keep that in mind. And we'll work forward, try and get through these next 4 years. And kind of go from there, all right? So take care. Keep your head up. Try your best to keep moving forward. And if you're having trouble, reach out to someone and ask for help. I will try best I can, assuming that I'm in the right headspace to do so. But yeah, let's just keep going, and let's hope. I know it's kind of deep and dark right now. Let's just hope for the best and see where we go from here, right? Take care, everybody. Until my next video.